welcome to another episode of Asexualized, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button down below, right here, right now. Please hit that beautiful bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live right now or post a new video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're really enjoying the content in any way, if you find it interesting and you've learned something from it, informative, educational, whatever you want, just give it a good thumbs up so we get asexuality more recognised throughout the globe, which is the mission of this channel. If you don't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of this beautiful book, Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, A Celebration of Asexual Diversity, out on Amazon. The links are down below. They're 47 real-life asexual stories, by the way. I'm also the founder of asexuality.com and the founder of Asexualise Academy, which is the world's first online training centre and school for asexuals and asexuality. I'm just putting together an asexual meetup mastery course at the moment. So that's coming to Asexualise Academy, and that goes into more in-depth than my 45-minute talk in London at the UK Asexuality Conference last year. So if you're interested in getting that course when it comes out, don't forget to go to asexualizeacademy.com and sign up for the free mailing list. And then this is a paid for course. There is a free course you can take, which is Asexuality Basics for Beginners. That's on Asexualise Academy. You can do that free. And then Asexual Meetup Mastery is a paid for course that'll be out shortly. And it goes much more in depth than my actual whole talk, which is free on this channel. You can see my whole 45-minute speech on this channel, and you can take notes from that if you don't want to buy the more in-depth course. So it's really, really lovely to have you here tonight. I wanted to talk about this very, very important dating scam, right? Now, I've told you recently that I'm in a group on Facebook, which is not for asexuals, but it is a dating group. It's called UK Singles, right? And I think it's quite important that I'm in this group because I'm finding a lot, obviously, about, I haven't been in any dating groups for sexuals before. I applied to 2 and I was in one other one which kicked me out pretty much within an hour or whatever because I was asexual, I'm guessing, because I put that in my profile. And this group's kept me in it even though I'm asexual, and it's actually full of foreign guys, but a lot of them are, there's a lot of people in there that are fake, that are, or they're abroad and they're looking in the group to get a visa. And that's not just apparent to me, that's apparent to a lot of people in the group. So there's a lot of fake people in this group. Not everyone is, but there are some, right? But there's this one particular dating scam that this person tried to do to me, but because I've got a lot of experience of the online dating world through obviously being in the asexual online dating world since 2014, so I have 5 years online asexual dating experience, and I have I've got, although it's asexual dating experience, there are obviously some sexuals on some of these asexual dating sites, and ASAP still got some sexuals on there, and I just understand the dating game because obviously, I'm quite extrovert, and so I'm, and I've done the dating scene before in person, so I kind of get it. And I was on Plenty of Fish for just 10 days last year, so which isn't asexual site at all, which was very interesting. And so this person tried a scam on me. Right now, a lot of people wouldn't notice this is a scam because it's very subtle. Now, if you watched yesterday's episode, you will find out that I talked about one form of mind manipulation in terms of reciprocity, right? And reciprocity is used in sales and marketing to persuade people to buy a product, right? So and obviously if the product's good for you, if it's something that can solve your problem, it's healthy for you, you need that in your life, then that's a good way of using reciprocity. I can barely even say it, right? But you can use it in a really bad way, such as in relationships where you give something to someone and you expect to get something back. And you're giving something in order to get something back rather than giving of your own accord because you purely want to give, right? So this is where the same principle can get warped and can be used for not the greater good. So you have to understand in life, there's a lot of psychology between selling and whatever we do in life, we're selling ourselves, right? If you're going for a relationship, you're selling yourself. You might not be actively selling yourself, but you're still selling yourself, even without being aware of it, right? If you come into contact with a friend or person you want to become your friend, right? You're not actively aware you're selling to that person. You don't think of it as selling, but when you're talking to that person, saying your hobbies and interests, you are, you're indirectly selling yourself. You're saying how much of an interesting person you are, how much you have in common, and they are selling points. I mean, I've been in retail sales for a very, very, very long time. And I study a lot of sales stuff online, obviously for business stuff, right? I'm not the best in the world at it in terms of online sales. I've got a lot to learn. I'm more used to in-person selling physical products, if I'm honest. That's what I've done for years of my life since leaving college. I've got a lot of experience for that. I've got less experience of selling online. I'm not as good as I could be and hope to be at that. But at the end of the day, if you can't sell your products, no one's going to benefit from them, right? Because I like to do products where I write books, for example, and they actually help people. They change people's lives. They're non-fiction books. They're not fiction. Usually they're non-fiction, right? Ones that you can learn stuff off and improve your life. So there are things you can do in terms of like selling things or selling yourself or persuading people that can be for the great good. Because obviously if no one persuaded anyone to do anything in life, one, you could argue it's free will, but it's not free will really, because you'll still be influenced by your friends, families, peers anyway. But two, if there are certain products to sell, that are benefiting the person, that are changing their life, then it's good you're able to persuade that and get your message across right. So that's how reciprocity can work in a good way when you're doing something in sales and marketing, for example, and you're doing something and you kind of know psychologically someone might give you something back, as in terms of an exchange of money, a valuable product for an exchange of money, right? However, when it comes to online dating, there are, like I said, there was a situation with a friend that wasn't even to do with dating. It was a friend online. I've been friends with them for a long, long time. And they thought by saying to me they would bring me gifts when they came over to the UK, that gave them a right to then ask for my bank account details to get them into the UK, right? So obviously that was just a blogging friend that I know for a very long time. They blocked me because I said, no, I'm not going to do that, right? I don't do stuff like that. Don't be used like that, right? Because remember in life, your life, you get treated in life how you accept to be treated. If you accept people doing whatever they want to you, you're not going to be treated very well in life, right? So these same principles apply to dating. That applied to dating because that could have been a person in another country that wanted an online relationship with me and wanted to get me to get them in the country, right? It has happened in the past, right? Anyway, this particular dating scam, pay very attention to this, right? Because I'm going to read out what happened. So there was a bloke that contacted me, and they contacted me from the UK singles group. And I wasn't expecting it, right? And they're dressed in a bunny suit. So you can only just see their face. And a lot of their pictures on their Facebook are very difficult to actually see much of them in terms of their, other than their face in the bunny suit, you can't really see much, right? So there's not many photographs that I would expect to see on a genuine profile, but there's still some. And it's going back to 2017, I think. Right. So this person said hi, and I said hi, and they said no, sorry, they friend requested me first. That's right, they friend requested me, and I just said hi because I was thinking why they friend requested me. I saw they were in this singles group, and this person said hi, I'm single and available in Birmingham, UK. Right now, obviously, I'm thinking great. This is what I would be thinking if I was just thinking. The average person would just think great, right? So this is the thing. You think, great, this person's in the same country as you, right? But they're miles away anyway. And I put, I am hetero asexual in sexual orientation, not heterosexual. So I'm looking for a sex-free, forever monogamous relationship. What does that mean? I have never heard about it before. What does it mean? Just asking nicely, if you don't mind. Asexuality is a sexual orientation that is a lack of sexual attraction. It means I don't get the need, urge, or want for sex ever, even with the guy I love. Okay, right. Okay, are you looking for Mr. Right? Just asking, right? So that's a red flag for me, the fact he even said that, right? Are you looking for Mr. Right? Because it's pretty obvious you're not looking for the wrong guy, right? So I just replied, well, I am not looking for the wrong guy, as that would be foolish. Do you see what I mean? Because when they say it for Mr. Right, these type of people, this is why it's a red flag, because they're trying to paint the perfect picture, right? That, you know, that I'm going to be Mr. Right. So they're trying to see if I'm the type of person that idolizes someone being Mr. Right. And so I have this, they are trying to see if I'm one of those women that has the fantasy of meeting their dream partner, and they're going to pretend to be that. That's what it means potentially. That's a red flag. So that in and of itself is something that you need to be aware of, right? But this is the real crux of the scam, right? Okay. Okay, so they put, okay, I'm a black British in UK from a wonderful family of Christians. I have proof, right? Now you tell me why you think that is a scam. Can you work it out? Can you work out just from those words why you know it's going to be a scam? And what follows definitely confirmed it's a scam. So they've put, okay, I'm a black British in UK from a wonderful family of Christians, right? I have proof, right? So as the recipient of that, if I was not a consciously aware person, right, if I was the average person, I'd be thinking, oh, great, they're British, right? That's what they're trying to make me think. They're British in the UK, right? And they're trying to make me think that they are such a wonderful human being because they're a Christian, right? And so that they come from a great family background. That's what they're trying to prove to me, and I have proof, right? But the thing is as soon as they said I have proof, that was categorically the red flag for this is a scam. No one says they have to prove they are what they say if they are what they say. Do you know what I mean? I don't go around saying, I'm going to prove to you that I'm British with such and such a family. Why do I need to? If I'm telling the truth, I don't have to prove anything, right? So I looked at this person's profile and it said they're in London currently. I think it said they're in London. It said they're in the UK because they said they're from Birmingham. I think it said they were from London, but it definitely said they're in. Oh, right. That's it. Yes. This is the clever part. They're in the UK and they just said they're in Birmingham, right? UK. But that's not what's on their profile. That's not all that's on their profile. So anyway, they just sent me, I said, okay, where's the proof? So what you've got to do, if anyone says to you, I can prove that I'm in, you know, I can prove it, right? You then, this is what the scam is. They expect you not to say back. They expect you not to say, give me proof then, because people don't usually do that. In psychology, right? If someone says, I'll prove something to you, you're usually like, no, 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 that's fine. You don't have to prove anything. Of course I believe you. Because they've offered they've offered to prove something. So you're thinking if they've offered to prove something, then why wouldn't it be true? Right? That's how the human mind usually works. Whereas my brain works, if they have to prove something, saying they have to prove something, what have they got to hide and prove in the first place, right? But someone who's just thinking loving thoughts to everyone, kindness to everyone, and it's good to think loving thoughts and kindness, don't get me wrong, but someone who's not someone who's just looking for like, who's feeling, you know, I know there's a lot of asexuals that are very friendly, kind and caring, basically, and I just don't want you to be taken advantage of. That's what I'm trying to say to you, right? Or anyone to be taken advantage of, even if you're not asexual watching this at the moment, right? Because out of the kindness of our own hearts, we can think these people are genuine, right? But I'm telling you, I found out they weren't because they blocked me now, right? So I know I'm right. And so anyway, so it gets hilarious at the end, what they admit to. Absolutely hilarious. So So I said, okay, where's the proof, right? So if someone says they got proof of something, one, it's a huge red flag, because why do they have to prove something if it's true? The normal person, the normal average person who lives in the UK, who's black and British, born, remember, it doesn't say born in there, but, you know, they won't come and say to someone, I've got to prove I live here and I prove I'm UK British, will they? They won't. Of course they won't. So anyway, they said, I said, okay, where's the proof? So they went off for several minutes and they came back, okay, and then they produced all these photographs, right? I don't know. I mean, these photographs are one of this, you know, I mean, I can only see this person's face in a bunny outfit, right? I can't see what they actually look like on their profile fully. So that's a huge red flag for start. So I don't know if all these photographs are actually the person. And they sent me a picture of a group of people, then this baby and this mum, then this person talking, then this baby and this mum, then this baby and this dad, then this baby, then these two people, then a baby and a mum, then a baby and the dad, then a baby, then a baby, then a baby and a dad, then a baby, then they've got a funny face on their nose, so I can't even see them in that picture. And then they sat with the leather jacket on, and then there's another guy with a baby, another baby, then there's a person with glasses, then there's with another baby. Don't forget, this is all notifications. This is going crazy. I'm like, what the heck are they doing? And then there's this person at church, right? And a baby, right? It says me and my family and my own music band, and then they've got a baby again, right? I mean, how do I know that it's really them for a start? How do I know that's the baby? And how do I know that's really them, right? And I said passport or driver's license, because if you want to find out if someone's a genuine British citizen, right? One, you ask for their passport or their driving license. Two, you ask to see their visa, right? This is what you do. You don't take their word for it. And the reason you do this early on is because you don't want to be messed around. There's no point in starting up a friendship with this person or so-called relationship when they could be telling you a pack of lies, which they are, right? So they're sending these constant pictures to try and prove to me that they are who they say are. But these pictures mean nothing. They could have been taken anywhere in the world. I don't even know for definite it's them, because I've never met them before. And secondly, they could have been taken anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Right? There's no dates with places on there. There's one date on one of them, but they could have been taken anywhere. So I put passport or driver's license, and then they start sending me another load of photographs. Me with their not me, the kid, a baby with the family, baby mum, and then there's a picture of, I presume it's them in glasses, and then there's a picture of this person, then there's a picture of them, I think, with a guitar, then there's another picture. It looks like they're in an incubator, actually, which is quite sad. But but again, that can be quite heart-pulling, can't it? If you see a little baby in an incubator, it can make you feel a bit emotional. And then there's this other person with like a baby, then there's this other person with a baby, then there's this person with the glasses, which I presume is them, another baby with the incubator, another baby, and then there's this another person, which makes them look older. So I don't even know how old they are. And then this person with the guitar, but when they're in their own pictures, they look different ages in them. And then it says they were taken in Birmingham, right? Birmingham. I'll come on to that anyway. They were taken in Birmingham Children's Hospital and in my own home and my old home company in 1988, 2016 and 2017, 2018, 2015, 2014 in UK, England. Right? This is what they've said. And I put, you lived in Birmingham, Alabama. It says on your profile. So you aren't British born, and so unless you have a passport with UK citizenship, you're on a work visa. That's what it said in their profile. They've been to Nottingham Trent University in the UK. So basically, what's happened with this guy, reading between the lines, is he's come over to the UK to do a degree, and now he's looking for a way to stay in the country, I'm assuming. But either way, on his profile, so there's a place in the UK called Birmingham, but on his profile, it says it's from Alabama, Birmingham, because Birmingham is a place in the USA and a place in the UK. A lot of places in the UK have the same name in parts of the USA, which is why I always say I'm from Exeter in the UK, because Exeter is a place in the USA, I found out. So I said, you lived in Birmingham, Alabama. It says on your profile, so you aren't British born. And so unless you have a passport with UK citizenship, you're on a work visa. This is what they said to me. I have put it back together. I might have changed it when I made in 2014. I just got it back the other day. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Are you okay today? Well, all of a sudden their language has changed to being very, not very grammatically correct, not very good English, where they were speaking quite better English in their previous messages, which is another strange thing. And yeah, I mean, they're talking about putting their blooming visa back together or UK citizenship. Do you see what I mean? It's a complete scam. Look, I mean, you can't even see the person anyway because they're in a blooming bunny outfit. But I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if you can see that. You know, it's like they're in a bunny outfit. Do you know what I mean? You can't really see them anyway. But do you know what I mean? I mean, look at this. See what I mean? I put it back together. I mean, what the heck? He put his visa back together or passport when he changed it in 2014. I mean, that is just dodgy as anything. That is such a scam. And making out they're in the UK, a British citizen, like, unless you have a British passport with UK citizenship, you're on a work visa. I put it back together. I mean, who says stuff like that? I put my passport or my visa back together. What sort of language is that? It sounds like he made a fake one, to be honest. That's how it comes across. Is he made a fake visa or a fake passport when he changed it in 2014? I mean, I just got it back the other day. You know? And I put, no, not interested, but thanks and good luck. So they blocked me. I mean, I might have changed it when I made it. I mean, when I made it, you don't make a passport or a visa. It's not something you make. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I know there's a language barrier, but it's, you know, for a start, it's not even in the UK, England. On his passport, on his profile, it says Birmingham, Alabama. So he's lying. Do you know what I mean? It's like in UK, England, you know, one of the things he's lying. And yeah, I put it back together. I might have to change it. So yeah, if someone's in the UK, right, unless they have a visa, or well, in order to stay in the country, they have to have British citizenship, right? So even if they have a visa, has to be a work visa for them to stay in this country. And if they have a job, if they don't have a job, they have to go back to their own country. So you'll be very, very careful of these scams, you know? Another person probably wouldn't think anything of it because another person wouldn't say, okay, give me proof then. They just accept them. They think, oh, such a nice person, nice Christian family, all lovely, wonderful. You know what I mean? Because that's how they do these things, to pull on the heartstrings. And, you know, people don't always read the person's profile, but I do. And it clearly said Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. And they were over here from Nottingham Trent University. I've applied to Nottingham Trent University, so I know it's a real university because I applied to go there years ago myself. But it's like, do you know what I mean? It's just such a scam. So if anyone says, oh, I have proof I live in the UK, tell them. I mean, there was a guy I was speaking to who wasn't asexual. He was in India. And he said something about his identity. And I said, prove it then. And he sent me a copy of his passport with his picture and birthday on there. Actual age. So I knew he was telling me the truth on that, you know? Because don't accept it from these people. Do you know what I mean? You don't know them. Don't accept it. You know, if they've got nothing to hide, they'll be fine. You can see my passport, no problem. You can see my visa. But clearly that person got, and the fact they blocked me now as well, they removed their friend request immediately and blocked me. You know, because I didn't say that I said you live in Birmingham, Alabama. It says on your profile, so you aren't British born. And so unless you have a passport with a UK citizenship, you're on the work visa. And then he said, I put it back together. I might have to change it when I made it in 2014. I just got back the other day. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Are you okay today? And because I said, no, I'm not interested, but thanks and good luck. I didn't actually say anything bad to him. Do you know what I mean? Or rude. And the fact he's blocked me, so I can't see any of his future posts in there, can I now? So yeah, so don't fall for this scam, right? One, if a person says about proving something, then that's a huge red flag, right? Because why would they need to prove something if they were naturally like that anyway, right? There's a lot of scammers in that group though. And some of the people that talk about other people scamming, you've got to be, there's one person in there, and this woman talks to the group constantly going on about scamming and fake, and then this person says, well, if you're not a scammer, then why haven't you got a profile picture yourself, to this woman? So yeah, there's a lot of dodgy stuff that goes on the internet, so you just got to be aware of these scams, you know. Be very, very aware of the tactics, you know. Someone says about a proof, got proof, say, go on then, prove it. I want to see the passport or I want to see the visa, right? Especially if you've got someone who says they're going to come from abroad. If you've ever got someone who says they're going to come from abroad, unless they come over to see you in a long distance relationship within a year, forget it. And you don't want to waste your time really on an internet relationship. You want a real in-person relationship with someone, right? Yes, it might not be the fantasy that you live in online, but it's damn sight better for you to have a real, true relationship with more, you know, with some ups and downs, than have an internet relationship where you might never see the person in your life, where they always keep you hanging on a thread. You know, there are some long distance relationships that do work, but those are the ones that where the one person tends to move within a year. You know, one or they at least meet up. This one person flies across the world to see the other person, right? They go on holiday, they spend some time with them, like once or twice, you know, in that time. Then within a year, they usually moved countries. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to be in a situation where you have an internet relationship and the person's like saying, oh, I'll come over, but I haven't got the money. I can't come over now. I don't know when it's going to be. You don't want that. You want to go for a person who's got enough income to actually put money aside, or that will work a lot of extra hours to make it happen because you're worth it to them. You're a priority to them. But, you know, don't be fooled. Like, I'm interested in a foreign guy. You know, I like foreign guys. I have nothing against foreign guys, but there are a lot of foreign guys that do try to scam as well. You know, it happens. So a lot of them are desperate, you know. Probably some of them are in bad situation in their country and whatever. But I mean, it's no excuse for lying. Do you know what I mean? But you've got to understand that, you know, different people are in different circumstances. And, you know, when people are desperate for stuff, they will go to desperate measures, you know. And I wish them a lot of luck in love in their happiness and success. And I hope they find it within themselves rather than keep searching for answers elsewhere. They need to find it within themselves and, you know, not sort of leech off other people, in the sense of, not everyone's like this. There are a lot of foreign people who are genuine, but, you know, those particular ones who are just literally after marriage for a visa. I've had it from that group. You know, I'll marry you. the first message, hi, I'll marry you. It's like, I don't even want marriage. And if you'd read my post, you would know that, you know. And so, I mean, part of me feels for them, because I'm just like, well, you're that desperate that you have to actually resort to these type of measures. But some of them obviously get a kick out of it as well. It's an ego thing, you know. Some guys online, not just foreign guys, but guys I'm not just saying it happens with guys, women are like this too, but I get attracted to guys, you know. They're online in the online dating world, swiping all the time to get ego boost, you know, because of all the people that pay them attention and that, you know, give them all the kisses online, or talk naughty stuff and dirty stuff and sex stuff to them, or even just, you know, like make them feel something they're not feeling in their own relationship, where they should be focusing on that. You know, I've got, a while ago, this Indian older guy friended me on Facebook, right? And he's got some mutual friends. So I thought, fine, maybe he's into personal professional development. That's okay. I'll accept, because I saw we had mutual friends, right? And then I hadn't heard from him a while, but he gets like obsessed with me, and he's married. He's like, today's like, he goes, oh, how are you? I said, I'm going out for a meeting this morning. I hope it goes well. Then the next minute, he's messaging me going, can we video chat? I said, no, we can't video chat. He's like, why? Please answer me. I'm like, I might just block him. It's like a married man. I've told him before. Why would I want to video chat with an older married man? I ask you, why? You know, I think he's just after loads of women and he's married. People should be loving the one they're with. They should be putting their time, attention, energy as a priority into the person they're with. They should not be wanting to go around chatting other people up when they're married. It's ridiculous. I know there's exceptions with polyamorous people, but do you know what I mean? The majority of the heterosexual world want monogamy. The majority do. And so usually when they're married, it's a monogamous relationship. And I'm sure his wife wouldn't like it, you know, and people want quick fixes. If they're not happy in the relationship, speak to the partner. Open communication. Tell them how I'm feeling, hand on heart. You know, I'm feeling insecure right now, or I'm feeling unhappy right now, or I'm feeling left out right now. You know, and don't say you're making me like this, you're making me feel that. Put the onus on you and say, I'm feeling this way at the moment. I'm feeling insecure. I'm feeling fearful. I'm feeling worried. I'm feeling scared. You know, so it's all about how you feel. It's not about blaming them. It's about how you feel. But the fact you know, that person's going to be more receptive then to hearing you out if you've got fears and insecurities in a relationship or things you want to improve. You know, it requires a lot of ongoing communication constantly, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, and both people wanting to make a relationship work and making it, you know, as happy as possible together. It's so important that, you know, you talk and stop looking for things outside of yourself and outside of a relationship and start looking at what you do have. You know, it's like this guy I bumped into that was chatting me up. I found out he had a partner. He spoke to me yesterday, but I said, is that your partner I've seen you with? Oh yeah. And it's like he was the one in Poundland, I think I told you. And he was going all about, oh, you love me and all the rest of it, which I don't. But you know, he was very egotistical. He was making a big deal in front of all the people in the queues. And then when I saw him yesterday, is that your partner? He goes, yeah, off and on. I said, well, how long have you been together? Oh, how did you meet? He goes, oh, 4 years. And I'm thinking, well, why on earth are you chatting me up then, you know? But he's like, oh yeah, off and on. You know, so he obviously is not that into the relationship. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if someone's not into the relationship and doesn't appreciate what they've got, I don't think they deserve it and should be in it, to be quite honest. It's better than someone free. You know, I don't want to end up with a relationship with someone who doesn't appreciate me and doesn't care about me and love me and respect me. In fact, I won't stay with someone like that. If I ever find out, if I ever do get with a guy again, you know, if I suspect stuff like that's going on, I'll talk to him about it and I'll just cut the relationship. I won't be like that again, you know? It's ridiculous. You love the one you're with. So many people take their partner for granted. You know, they're like, oh, I've got them now. Yeah, relax. Don't need to worry about it. Can look round elsewhere, you know, a better option. You could make the option you've got with you much better if you focused on that and put your time, energy, and effort into the person you're with instead of looking around for the next fix and dopamine hit. You know, focus on your partner. Love your partner. Help them to grow themselves and help them to grow within the relationship. Care about them, nurture them, listen to them attentively, you know, be their bestest ever friend. You know, it's just, the world needs love right now, and it needs people who are in relationships to love each other. And if that isn't the case, if you can't treat your partner with respect, love, care, and attention, and they're not your priority in life, then leave. Do them a favor. Set them free, even though it might be hard, because they're better off without you if you're going to be that type of person who's not that into them, who's just like, oh yeah, they're there, but they don't, if you don't like them saying stuff that they don't like. Any person has a right to tell someone if they don't like something, but feel uncomfortable and not happy about it. And that's what an openly, an open, honest conversation type of relationship's about. You know, expressing yourself, saying, I feel this at the moment, saying I feel that at the moment, saying this is what I need, this is what I want. That's what you need to do in life. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful, helpful, insightful in some way. I do want you just, to stop having scammers. If anyone says about staying in the UK, or you might not live in the UK, they do this with a lot of different countries. Someone said to me they do it with USA quite a bit, because I know a lot of foreigners that can't get into the UK, they do it with USA because they want a better life. Some of them do, but it's just the way they go about it. It's wrong. It's immoral. You know what I mean? And it's not honest sometimes, not all the time. Do you know what I mean? But a person who's honest will work hard to get in that country, and they'll do it legally. Do you know what I mean? And honestly. which is what it should be like, you know. So it's not just the UK they're doing it, but Canada, USA are very, very popular. Hi, my life, I've been on here, I was just about to finish. Have you been here the whole time? Oh no, you've just popped on. I've just finished like what I was saying in the stream about scammers, about a specific scam, which I was mentioning, that when this person came on and said they're in the UK from a Christian family in Birmingham, and they got proof, and then they sent me all these photographs which proves nothing, because it proves nothing of where they're actually from. How do I know the baby and it's actually them? And I said, you know, I said, unless you've got, you know, I said that Birmingham, although there's a place called Birmingham in the UK, right? Their profile from Birmingham, Alabama. That's where their hometown is. That's where they were born, not Birmingham, UK. And so, yeah, I found out that. And I said, so you're on a work visa, unless you've got proof, you know, you've got a passport, you know. So I asked to see their passport or visa. And they said, oh, I'm putting it together. Since they changed it in 2014. I mean, you don't put stuff together unless you're faking stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so that was a quick summary. I have put it back together. I might have changed it when I made in 2014. I just got it back the other day. It's like, well, if they're honest, they would prove what they say. I'm Jim. I tagged 5 people in gym. I tagged 5 people in football, American football, and almost 6, but I slid and fell. Oh no! Both my team and the opposite team praised me for my skills. Oh man. Wow. Oh, are you? Oh, my life. How are you doing? Are you all right? You must have injured yourself, have you? Did you injure yourself at all? I hope you didn't. Yeah. I mean, I've pretty much concluded this live stream for tonight, because obviously I've been on here for like nearly 40 minutes, but I was wondering if you'd come on quickly. So I'm sorry that you have some kids decide to label me as basically a school idiot, but a friend found out and is telling the teachers about it. I'm okay. Jim was great. Why would they label you as an idiot? That's not very nice. Do you know what I mean? That's not very nice at all. I'm glad you're okay, because you're different. Oh yeah, I got bullied. People who are different always get bullied, don't they? Do you know what I mean? It's the way they go. I didn't like sport. I've never liked sport. I didn't like PE. I was always the last to be picked, because no one wanted me in their team, because they didn't, you know, I just didn't fit in, which is fine. I like going my own way now in life. It's good. You know, all them have got the normal boring life, as I call it, and I've got the very quirky different life. Excuse me, which I'm so pleased about. But yeah, it's really, I'm sorry to hear you got injured, but yeah, tagged 5 people, nearly 6. That's really good, isn't it? I mean, I don't really know much about American football, but I'm guessing that's really good. You know what I mean? So, oh, bless you. I'm so happy that you did that, but sad that you obviously fell. But, you know, you're a very tough cookie, aren't you? So I know that you're going to be fine. But yeah, so I mean, I've pretty much done this live stream for tonight, but I wanted to catch up with you. I controlled how to wolf out in certain situations without going crazy. What does wolf out mean? Oh, you followed your instincts. Oh, actually, it was really weird, because the guy I was talking about tonight, who is a scammer, he had wolf on his profile. And I'm like, oh dear, it's a shame he had that. I think he's not a very good person for the wolf name. What was his name? He called himself Wolf Pack King, but he's a scammer, so he's not a very good guy, sadly. Doesn't tell the truth. So yeah, Because at first, obviously, I thought, who's this person? Because I didn't know who they were at first because I'd not heard from them. I just saw the name, and then I saw, oh, it's a well, I only saw a guy's face in a bunny costume, so I didn't know who it was. And then it says wolf pack, but in a bunny costume. Wolfing out is when a werewolf of any kind starts to have or has the inner wolf come out, controlled or uncontrollably. Wolfing out is where a werewolf. Oh my god, you do know I hate horror, don't you? Stuff's really freaked me out. Wolfing out is when a werewolf of any kind starts to have or has the inner wolf come out, controlled or uncontrollably. Oh, reminds me of Harry Potter. Like one of the Harry Potter characters, they turn into a werewolf, don't they? That stuff scares me. I'm more like a butterfly, I have to say. Werewolves aren't evil. I don't, to be honest, I personally don't feel comfortable around werewolfy stuff. It's not me. I'm like a gentle butterfly. Do you know what I mean? And plus my ex, which I haven't told you, my ex used to talk about being a wolf and he was not a nice person to me. So I know everyone's different, but he wasn't a nice person. We're portrayed as evil because of people's fears of difference. Yeah, but I've just told you my ex talked about being a wolf and he was nasty. He was very abusive to me, apart from once. So, do you know what I mean? I don't have very good associations with the word wolf from my past, which is obviously, natural. He used to wear wolf t-shirts all the time and he used to look a bit like a wolf. So I don't have very good, he wasn't good with me. He was horrible to me most of the time. It's only to do with sex he was fine, which I'm glad about. The rest of the time he was horrible to me. It was like it's like being in a prison. I was with him for 8.5 years in a bad relationship, Would lichen be better for me to use? Probably. What is a lichen? What is a lichen? I don't know what a lichen is. See, I like your username, My Life. That's really positive for me because I'm very into living my own life. So whenever I see My Life, I absolutely love that. But yeah, I have really bad association with Wolf from him. I was thinking about it today. I was thinking, oh my god, on the way to Sainsbury's, I was doing my shopping actually in the UK. Similar but more human looking, unless they take full form. Yeah. I like the name My Life, but I mean, do you know what I mean? I personally don't have anything, I don't personally from my past have any good associations with stuff like that. I don't think the animal itself is inherently bad, but my ex is just like, when I was thinking about that today, which I haven't thought about for a long time. I was on my way to the supermarket, and I was thinking about the t-shirts he used to wear with wolves on them. I could see them in my art in front of me. It was black t-shirts with wolves' heads, and he used to look like a wolf as well because we used to talk about it quite a bit. And so, to me, I haven't got good associations with that at all. I try to, and also he brought out more of a side of me that I didn't like as well. So I'm like, no, because he used it for power, which is wrong. Well, I just don't, he brought out a side of me that I didn't, that I needed to be in that situation, but it wasn't someone I wanted to be. But when you're in some certain situations, you have to stick up for yourself. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't want to be that type of person, so I'm really glad I'm free of that now. I would rather be like a gentle butterfly or princess, even though I'm a strong girl, because I just prefer it. You know what I mean? It's like I have a best female friend, and the bullies started a war with me. Well, my best female friend, she is quite manly and she's quite like a bloke in some ways. I'm going to be myself as much as possible. It's good. My best friend, she's more like a guy in a lot of ways. If you're new, by the way, on this channel and just listening, we've talked about the scamming thing. Now we've moved on to other things. I'm going to go and watch. You're going to go and watch a movie with your mum. That's good because I've pretty much finished this live stream anyway. But it's nice to catch up with you. And be yourself. Love yourself implicitly. It's really, really good. And stay positive. Yeah. and love life. Love your life. Anyway, till next time, embrace your quirky and each other's. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Share it. And if you think anyone will benefit from it. And I will see you soon. Thanks, my life. Tune in. Glad you're all right as well. Lots of love. Lots of love to the other person that's been watching through this whole stream pretty much. And anyone else that's watching. Lots of love. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.